Welcome to Operation Rebel Rising. The situation is as follows. The rebels have control of Mazdak and Minvodi. With control of those air bases, expect enemy camp to stand in the way of any advances we may take. The Kremlin refuses to admit that Minvodi is under rebel control, so aggression against that airfield is not authorized. However, any anti-air or armor units in and around the area of Minvodi is clear for engagement. Mazdak, which is also under rebel control, is clear for all engagements to include the base itself. The enemy has control of Beslan Air Base, but it appears that there's only a shell presence there. 8 BM-21 Grads have been spotted in the town of Kantasheva. If the base is about to fall, the Grads may try to torch the base, so taking them out first should be a priority. Once the base is secure, Blue should set up a forward operating base to continue this assault towards Nalchik, which is the primary objective. The Allies are stationed at Tbilisi-Lochyny and Vaziani. From here, Allied units will fly north towards the Russian border to begin their engagements. A friendly FARP has been set up at Garbani, Mike November 61 on the F-10 map. It should be prioritized for the helos to take off from this location and to immediately start setting up anti-air defenses. While the rebels will not engage any units south of the Russian border, it still can be expected that they will fly along the Russian border probing at our units. Just north of Garbani is Blue Commander's armor columns. Those units, if Blue Commander so decides, can be used to push on the road north directly to Beslan. There are 2 enemy convoys heading towards Nalchik at this time. If the convoys were to make their way to Nalchik, it would reinforce the base with armor and anti-air threats. In addition, once the convoy arrives to Nalchik, it will have the necessary supplies to bring a currently inactive SA-10 site up and running. Any advances against Nalchik will be hampered with the additional armor and fully functioning SAM site. This should be taken into consideration when planning your assault. Blue Commander's selection of the image from the Down Predator drone was a good one. This image shows a very lightly defended area along Convoy 1's route. There is 1 ZU-23 and 2 Igla manpads. That's all that stands in the way of an open attack against the convoy. Although the convoy does have its own anti-air defenses, there's a lot of open area here, and it should be considered a good area to engage the convoy, stopping it from reaching Nalchik. As you can see right here, Nalchik is pretty heavily defended. Take notice though, the SA-10 site is presently inactive, as that neither convoy has reached its destination yet. Once the convoys make their way to Nalchik, that site will go online, hampering any efforts that Blue may take into capturing Nalchik. It should be considered a priority that either the SA-10 site be taken offline before the convoy reaches there, or that the convoys be attacked prior to making their way to the destination. Take caution though, Nalchik is a fully functioning airbase. Redcap can and will spawn from this base. In addition to the 2 primary convoys which are making their way towards Nalchik, the entire area of operation is littered with multiple armored convoys moving from one destination to another. It should be noted that while these convoys are not primary objectives, they may pose a serious threat to air units trying to conduct combat operations in and around Beslan and Mazdak. The rebels are very well armed. They have obtained many assets from the Russian military and its defectors. All pilots engaging in this area should be aware that the Russians are in possession of Tors, Tunguskas, Osas, Shilkas, and Strelas, in addition to human-controlled pilot Hart. It can be expected that there will be several AI MiG-29 Sierras and Su-25s. In addition, there will be 4 Mi-24s flying in and around the area of Mazdak and Beslan. Their purpose is simply to deter any ground movements from Blue 4. In summary, Blue units will take off from Vaziani and Tbilisi. The FARP at Garbani will be fortified and blue helos will operate from the FARP moving northward. Friendly armor lays south of the Russian border, just north of Garbani. Once blue is into Russian territory, they should capture Beslan, while also destroying the Grads and the air defenses in and around Beslan. Engaging Mozdok is an optional objective and is not a requirement for mission victory. Destroying Convoy 1 and 2 before they reach Nalchik, also optional objectives and not a requirement for victory. Main objective is to destroy all air defenses and ground units at Nalchik, and then for blue to roll units into Nalchik and capture the base itself. Good luck, gentlemen.